ago, I never thought I would be at 23 on the verge of spontaneous combustion. Woe is me, but I guess that it comes with the territory, an ominous landscape of never-ending calamity. I need you to hear, I need you to see, but I am at, I can take an exploding scene, like an evident possibility. But to me, so pardon me while I burst into flames. I've had enough of the world and its people's mindless caves. So pardon me while I burn and rise above the flame. Pardon me, I'll never be the same. Now 2 days ago, I was having a look in a book and I saw a picture of a guy right up above his knee. I said I can relate, cause lately I've been thinking of combustication as a welcome vacation from the burdens of the planet Earth, like gravity, hypocrisy, and the perils of being in free. But thinking so much differently. Pardon me while I burst into flames. I've had enough of the world and its people's mindless caves. So pardon me while I burn and rise above the flame. Pardon me, I'll never be the same. Never be the same. Pardon me while I burst into flames. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. So pardon me while I burst into flames. I've had enough of the world and its people's mindless caves. So pardon me while I burn and rise above the flame. Pardon me, I'll never be the same. Pardon me, never be the same. Yeah.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Hello, welcome. How you guys doing? Emma Doki and Carlo Bagnoli. What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are having a wonderful evening. Again, more pixel art. This is the foreseeable future. Just in time. Just finished up cooking up homemade potato leek soup and grilled cheeses. Nice. Sounds good. I had sushi for dinner. I had some sushi from Publix. Those little containers, already made containers. So Bob the Darkest Fairy, what's up? Welcome to the Darkest Fairy. Yeah, we're again more pixel art. I have some stuff to do inside Unity as far as getting stuff ready for the save manager that's coming. Just talked to. It's so fun to say my team. I love saying that. So I just talked to the team, and they pushed up some great stuff. Well, they're in the work of some great stuff. Firesicle, he's working out the save manager, and James, he's doing up the experience like so people can well, the level up mechanic, like level up experience and having that carry over, and then we have to apply that to the party as well. But yeah, it's all going good. Smooth sailing, smooth sailing. I guess we have a conflict right now from what I'm seeing in Discord, but nothing crazy. It's just making sure everyone's game is working correctly. I love sushi from Publix. They have them only $5 on Wednesday over here. Yep, same here. My wife usually goes on, like, she usually wants to go on Wednesdays to grab either sushi. She hasn't done it in a while. We haven't gotten sushi in a while, so she, like, walked past it today. She's like, you want this for dinner? I was like, yeah, sure. So, she's big. She likes poke bowls. Poke bowls is her jam. She loves that shit. But let's get started. I found you via Average Godot Enjoyer. Oh, really? Was he like sharing my stuff or talking about it on his stream? I stopped by the other day on his, and he's making some fun parody game as well. I think he's doing one on Bossman Jack, or I think it's just like lolcows in general, right? I came in on his stream whenever he was doing like a dice attack for Bossman Jack, so. Yeah. When did I get on this side? Okay. But it's all pixel art right now. I got to work on the dungeon area for the the casino. I'm doing the dungeon for the casino, and trying to make like a little puzzle area for that. Think I keep referencing Pokemon. Pokemon obviously was a big influence on most of our lives, I believe, but especially for like this area. This is going to be like a Pokemon, the casino, where you're like in their little game dungeon area, and you have like the little twirly pads and stuff. I don't know if I'll make those, but just because it would just take a long time. But we might get it. I might do it. Why not? What the fudge? Oh. Oh. At the floor. Do an offset. Like that. A lot of tedious pixel art. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I'll be here for chatting. You know, if you have any questions about what I do, any of the games I've made, or just have any questions about just social shit in general, as far as like drama and all that jazz, please. Reacts too. If you guys want some reacts, post them in the Discord. I'll try to get to them. Like I said, most of the stuff now is just pixel art, just because I want to pump this game out. I may have spread myself too thin when I said September, but I'm damn sure shooting for it. There shouldn't be a reason I should not be able to finish this in September, especially when I have 2 other people helping me out. So, which is really great, man. I'm super stoked on that. I'm glad they're helping. I'm glad they're around. This should be fun. I do need to catch up on like lolcow shit. I don't really know who Bossman Jack is, or Ethan Ralph. I really need to just have a stream dedicated to like more. I did one before. It was like a dedicated lolcow stream. So I'm thinking we need to do another one of those. Yeah, I might as well close these off. The subject of fair use in video games is interesting to me. Yeah, me as well. The subject of fair use. So fair use in video games, from my understanding, so the way Pirate Software believed I was using his likeness was because of his voice. Yes, it was a bit of a bait, as like a meme Reddit post, right? But it was all in good spirit. Like, I'd never had any ill intention with it, until he was like a dick about it. He could have reached out to me and been like, hey, is this, you know, I'm not a hard person to reach, right? He could have been like, is this happening? Is this, you know, are you actually doing this? And if you are, please don't. This is my issue with it. You know, a lot of people have been contacting me, and, you know, I just kind of been under the brunt a little bit. I'd appreciate if he did not do this. You know, something along that line. Again, I would have returned the same energy, you know what I mean? I usually match energy when people are, whenever I talk to people, you know? I'm not a fucking asshole all the time. I will usually match the same energy. But if you're a dick to me, I'll be a dick to you. Yes, I like to razz people and have fun at other people's expense, but I feel like there's a very human thing to do, like a natural, normal thing to do. And if people did it to me, you know, I'd just take it on the chin and keep going, you know, no homo. I don't know. But as far as like the fair use thing, because it was not in the game and it was not on Steam, that's where I have the issue. Him doing it and taking the game down when it wasn't in there, that's the issue. Now, if it was in there, you know, I wouldn't have fought so hard. I say hard, but I wouldn't have done as much as I did to prevent it, you know. But I think if you're a public figure, your likeness or you are fair game. You should be able to be parodied, right? I don't think that's an issue. People do it to presidents and public figures all the time. I'm not taking any money out of your mouth when doing so. I'm not telling people to, hey, come to my stream to watch your content. I'm not doing that, right? But yeah. To me, art is not fair use, but mechanics are totally fair use. It's like I hate pirates. I hate software patterns. Oh, yeah. Patents shouldn't be a fucking issue either. Like if, well, like game mechanics. Game mechanics shouldn't be a thing either. If I want to throw a Pokeball, or not a Pokeball, I can't name it a Pokeball, but if I want to throw a sphere at a creature and be able to capture it, I should be able to, right? The Pal World situation. And some of them are like really wacky. Like throwing a... They got rid of a mechanic where you can't throw the sphere and it comes out. It has to spawn, like they had it spawn next to you. And the other one was like using a creature as a glider. That is like every video game everywhere. Power World should have made cubes, yeah. Or diamonds, right? Like little fucking, I don't know. Hedrons. Like the hedrons from fuck, what is it? Magic the Gathering. But you could have never imagined he'd react that way. I did. So, well, no, not a DMCA, no. But I figured he would respond, like, maybe in a cheeky way, be like, oh, look at this shitty game, and then, like, play it, you know? So, like, everyone in the game was pretty much, like, I was sending out bait to, you know what I mean? Like, the game is made for streamers to react to at the end of the day, right? And like the streamer's gonna be like, oh shit, I'm in a video game, let's check it out. Chat would like seeing this, right? So, and he could have played it and just trashed all over it, and that would have just destroyed me. Right? But no, you know, predictable. He's always quick to jump on people without thinking things through or double checking to make sure. That's true too. And his whole like thing is trust but verify. You know, he trusts, but he doesn't verify. I was hoping your game jam explored satire and parody with themes. I mean, kind of does. Like, I mean, it's open-ended, right? So the parody aspect, you can make whatever, you know, I say parody, like you can use parody or not. In fact, it's pretty funny how because I used a randomizer for the game jam. I talked about it yesterday. The theme is small world, light is dangerous, survive. And, you know, that aligns with being a fucking bug or a roach, right? Like the small world of a bug. And light is dangerous. Like, you don't want to be seen in the light, or you got to scurry away, you're going to die, and then survives. Like, you're trying to find food. It's actually it was pretty funny. I pressed the button 3 times. It was like, small world, light is dangerous, survive. That's great. Sick. The diamond idea? Yeah. Have y'all played Power World? That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not the best fucking game, but it's great. You know. Like, one of the worst is dynamic boss patterns. The reason games don't make different patterns for bosses that depends on the player progression is because it's patented. Who patented that? Dynamic boss patterns. What are you talking about? Like random... Because I may have done that. Not random. Yeah, mine aren't random. I did that in my game. Like, you would play as a character. You would play as a character, and your boss, right? Your boss here. He's a wizard with a shovel. Bad. But like the boss has an item or mechanic that unlocks if you kill some other boss. Oh. So if you kill another boss, so depending on the order, if you kill another boss, this weapon could be like a different weapon. Like instead of like a shovel, we could have like an axe or a toothbrush. Interesting. Mine was just like the boss would either shoot out orbs like this, like kind of bullet hell, and then once you get him to like, he would shoot out orbs like this, or he would shoot out orbs in a straight line, and then if you got him to low enough health, he would do both. Something like that. I don't know. Okay, we gotta change that. I'm gonna leave this open because I still Need to place a door and stuff. And I might extend this room because this room's kind of small. What's this part you are currently working on? So this is the second area for this, right? So you walk into the building, and then once you get the key for the dungeon area, you can go down into the dungeon, and it will, like, it's gonna be a lot bigger than this. This is pretty small. I'm gonna extend it down and make like an area that you explore. You'll fight enemies down here and do some puzzles and shit. Working on my game right now, so I won't stick around. Just want to say I love you and the art looks good and you're gay. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. I'm not gay! He said he takes it on the chin earlier. Shut the fuck up. Maybe next time make the theme parody and satire related and we would get more of those games. Bruh, I'm saying, like, you're free to do parody and satire. It's not I don't have a restriction on. I believe like SKG was running a game jam at the same time. I think it's going on right now, and they were like, please keep it not drama related, because they kind of expected to have like roachware software bullshit, you know what I mean? Me, I don't give a shit, you know, fucking make what you want to make. I will not limit you. Only enough for the jam, because traditionally jams are like, they follow a theme. So that's the only limitation you got, is the theme. But everything else is kind of like, you know, you can make it a parody or a satire if you want. I don't care. Let's see here. How do I want this to go? Here's the initial entry. Initial entry. We could have it split off here to another room. Here we can have like more shit to do. Maybe a locked door here that leads to the final area. Final area. Lock. Okay, so there's this one old obscure game that had this cool mechanic that made you hallucinate in such a neat way, but they patented it or something, and so like we likely won't ever see it again. I forgot the exact details. I'll need to look it up again. I would challenge anyone to challenge patents as far as like game mechanics. I feel like we need to do away with that. Okay, so this will go down. Oh, here's the initial entry. I'll just do a little box like that. Initial entry, you can go down. You'll see that this is a locked area. Go to the next area. Just a small transition. Like this. We can have this one go out too. Just do like different blocks and stuff for each one. Not too shabby. Boom, boom, boom. Just a few different areas. I'm not trying to get too crazy with it. Create a bigger room here for like a good puzzle. Just have a loop here. Yeah, good enough. Just a big circle. It's a very long war, yeah. It's not going well. Hell, I believe the inventor of C even made a petition to Congress to make an exception to software patterns in the 60s. Wow. Yeah, I don't think there's like there is a lot of way to write stuff, but if it's already written like the best way possible, Like, why not just use it, right? I think, yeah, I think that shit's stupid. I think that shit's stupid. Okay. This is good enough. So the main area that you enter can lead to this area, which leads into the main puzzle. You can go down and check this and see that, oh, it's a locked area. So that way it all flows the same way. Like, it all flows. And I don't need a huge ass map. They can just explore this by itself. I'm trying to think of anything else. I could have like a layer too, where like if you hit a hole you fall down into like this area, but that's like more mechanics to do. Not really though. Not really. I already have it set up that way. I would just have to disable the opposite. So I could have like a layered area for like an upstairs and a downstairs. I think that'd be cool. Like a like if you fall in a hole, you fall in the wrong spot. Like, but some of these spots are cut off in certain ways where you can only access it if you fall in the right hole. That might be cool. Let's change the colors here. Let's do red for the bottom, and then we'll do blue for the top. Blue for the top. This is like one of the bigger areas to do stuff in anyways, so trying to think. How do we section off each area? We'll use black for section. So here's a door. Door? Nah. You just have it go straight. Door. This will go through. Let's see. Let's see. We could have this area blocked off with a wall, but you can see past it. You can see past it. And here is the receiving hole. We'll make it pink. Here's the receiving hole. This is where the character spawns. So spawn point. SP. SP. And this will lead into this area. But we'll have other SPs as well. Like we can have a fake one right here, where it drops you like kind of right next to it. SP. And we can have one here. SP. SP. In fact, we can remove this. Let's not do that. Well, in my opinion, if it's not in the theme, it's not in the game. Well, that's part of your imagination. You know what I mean? Oh, it was the sanity meter. Nintendo, of course. It would fake system crashes and stuff. Was really freaky. Eternal Darkness. Eternal Darkness. Is that Requiem? Sanity's Requiem. I had this game. Wait, didn't they do a sanity meter in the first Amnesia? But it was like fake, right? we'll see the games in. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping. What I've seen so far, like people are just doing cool stuff or what they want. You know what I mean? It's just open. Like, you know, you're not locked into parody. You know, because some people maybe they don't want to do parody, but some people might want to, right? So like this guy, he's been making this like roach game. He's going all in on parody. Fuck, where's it at? Was it this one? Oh, this is the shader guy. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, that one's dope. And then, what's the Godot one? This guy's making like a cool little roach game. Nice little animations. And then, got a lot of work to do though. Yeah. It looks good. And then, the kitchen. This guy. This one's cooking. I'm not gonna lie. This one's cooking. If he were to put this on Steam and like do like a roach simulator, I think this would be top tier. This would make some money. Yeah, this would make some money. Yeah, this is really cool. You got some other people doing some other things. I'm just happy to have people in here making shit, man. Like it's super dope to see what everyone's doing. This guy's making an RPG Maker game. He's making an RPG Maker game. What the hell's that name? Oh, it's a Lovecraft cat's name. I don't think he's doing this for the jam, though. I don't think he's doing that for the jam. I think that's just his own personal project. It's pretty cool, though. I'm enjoying it, man. I think it's. I've been getting high off everyone's hype. So a generic roach game is parodying. I mean, like it fits the theme of like they're parodying pirate software, right? The whole roach shit. I don't know. Does it matter, dude? The fuck? What's your problem? Let's see. Put one here. Something like that. And this will be the correct one. Cut this room off a little bit more. And pirate software, true inspiration, yeah. This could have a door. Maybe. Or like hop off the curb. Or just a teleport. It's not personal. I ripped into TE. It's based themes also. Because they're not based at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Who's TE? I don't care, dude. People are having fun with it. They're doing what they want to do, so. What's the room code thing for? Oh shit. That's for Quake. I do Quake lobbies towards the end. Okay. Just do new layer. It's based. It's a game jam run by European Christian. Okay. And then for this area, I might be doing too much. Like this. This. Maybe. Let me see what I can do first with what I got. Let me think. If I'm gonna do this, it'd be better just to draw the tile sheets for this instead of drawing a whole fucking room. I should just draw a tile sheet for this. Because this will get unwieldy fast. I think for each section, like this is fine. It'll go down. Yeah, I can do this. Okay, all right, yeah, we'll just do it this way. It looks odd because I'm making these kind of huge, but I just won't go past a certain size. Right, this will be fine, and I'll add the details in them later. So let's do C. Oops, cancel. C. Let's drag this down. Let's do 640 by 260. 360. I don't even need to do that. Fuck that shit. I'll just extend it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Are you picking the winner on stream? Yeah, I'll be doing a review with a colleague of mine. He's got a master's in game design, and I have a bachelor's, but he's got a little bit more than I do. We've made games together before, but I'll be doing the shit with him if he gets on. Last time he was cool enough to get on. I should probably tell him that it's happening because I don't think he knows yet. So I haven't talked to him in a minute. So I need to call him up and be like, hey bro, you want to help me? I should probably do that, huh? So, hey, by the way, you're doing this in a little bit. If you don't, you're fucking done, bud. Alright, let's see. Good. Let's extend this guy down. We'll do like that. And this. create another boxed area. What's the pixel art for? It's another area for the casino. So, once you get enough money to get the key to the casino, or you like rifle through the trash, or whatever mission I have you do here to unlock this door, whatever mission you get, you have to do to unlock this door, it goes to this dungeon area. And after you reach the end of the dungeon, it's like Nicholas Diorio's fucking room, and you have to fight Nicholas Diorio, and he's gonna be like surrounded by like pinball machines and shit, right? He likes pinball machines, right? Amidoki, you watch him. I've only seen his little wiggler on screen. I haven't seen, no homo. I haven't seen like his room setup or anything like that. So. Godot Enjoyer has a killer game, dude. Yeah, I haven't seen much of it. That's cool. Can his Wiggler, no homo, be a mini boss? That's why I said no homo. My wife is like, his penis? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Wink, wink. I think something like this. I guess this could just curve off. Fuck it. Boom. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight down. Straight down. 1, 2, 3. No. No, don't need to do that. Actually, might need to. Yeah, fuck it. One, two, three. Spending my life savings on the game right now for the boss's mini game. All right. Yeah, give me all the money, all of it. I'll work full time. I'm just joking, guys. By the way, that's satire. All right. Boom. Draw this out. Don't need that. 1, 2, 3. Wall. 1, 2, 3. Wall. Okay. Let's extend this down a bit. Do you also draw characters on this program, like the R program? Yeah. So, let's see. This is for another game I'm working on. I'll do, like, animations and shit in here. Give me a second, I'm gonna hit the vape. I'll do, like, animations and stuff in here. It's actually a really fun program. Now, I didn't draw these characters. Someone else drew these. I don't know where he went. He kind of like, he gave me a shit ton of assets and just dipped out, but because he made like a little mock-up, and I was like, yo, are you gonna make that into a game? He's like, no, I can't program. I was like, yo, give me the game, give me the assets, and I'll make it into a game. He gave it to me. He started making some more, and then out of nowhere, he just left. I don't think he liked that the game was getting attention, because he was like very, he was a very private person, so. No homo needs to be said more. Bro, I'm just joking around. My goal is to make it into a catchphrase and then do emotes and then sell you t-shirts and coffee mugs that say no homo on it. I think it's working. All right, give me a second. Give merch. I love consumerism, yeah. What do you think of Sungrad Studios? I don't know anything about them. I don't have the damnedest idea about them. Why'd I copy the whole fucking... Okay. Is he a controversial subject? Ah, look at that. That's busted. What's the art program called? I do normal digital art, but I want to get into pixel stuff. It's called Ace Sprite. It's on Steam. Ace Sprite. It did not always cost $20. I think I got it when it was like 10. There is a similar product called Libra Sprite. I'm not sure if that's on Steam though. I think that one's free. but it's very similar. Yeah, I don't know why it's 20. Libra Sprite's kind of, I mean, it looks like a one-to-one rip, and it's open source. It literally looks the same. And then you might be able to find like a Sprite on G2A or something. Yeah, there it is. $15 on G2A. I think I got it at $6. Yeah, I got it pretty cheap as well. Son of a bitch. Okay. What the fuck? Oh. What? Bring those walls down. I hate the interface. I like it. I think it's nice. I've been working with it for like a long time though, so I'm super into it. What's the gay and racist channel about? Being gay and racist, probably. It's gay and racist show is like I would say the best way I could describe it is like a high school hangout session. Like if you ever get, like, you know, back in the day you were getting high or drunk with, you know, friends from high school or something, and you're just hanging around talking shit, playing video games. It's kind of like that. Very chill. Just hee-hawing. It's literally just a show about like we talk shit on locales and just different subjects. So you can get plugins for this. I forgot where it was on the menu though. They have scripts that you can run, like custom scripts, and you can have one I was interested in but I haven't fucked around with yet is being able to draw while the animation's playing. And Sprite did this, or not Sprite, the sprite editor in Game Maker Studio did this thing where you could play each frame and then draw on it, and then like whatever you draw, so like if I were to do this, it would draw like a pixel following that path for each frame, so it looked like a little particle effect. It was really cool. I like that one. I wonder how it would look if I just like darken some of these in, like missing areas. Maybe a few of them, at least for the holes. I think for the holes would be good. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to keep this as not tedious process more than it is already. I can do something like this, and then just go through and fill out the hiccups. Are these different sizes? They are. All right, pull request ready for you later. Have a good night, brother. Hey, you too, brother. Do appreciate it. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for helping out with the game, guys. Give a hand for Firesickle in chat, man. Do appreciate it. Yeah. Jesus, that's even more gay. Give a hand, come on. One hand. One hand. The handy. I need some different music. I need something more upbeat. All hand, no jobs, fellas. Huh. Do you have one of them Davoon Ditto thingies that displays pixel art? I like to make pixel art in the Davoom app just for myself. No, what is that? Davoom Ditto. Oh, these are cool. Those are cool. Shit. It's a speaker. That'd be a cool little office toy. Speaker kind of sucks, not gonna lie. I would just have it in the background. I use a green screen though, so. Well, not really a green screen. I use like a, no, I don't want to talk to you. Like the NVIDIA fucking background caster thing. It looks cute on my desktop though. Oh, on my desktop, yeah. Oh no, baby. God. This shit's gonna be fucking take forever. I gotta figure out a way to streamline this. Like, I know the fastest way would just be to make this into a tile set. And I think going forward, I just do that instead of drawing out the rooms by hand. I think that's the best COA. Just doing it by hand. Or drawing out a tile set. Does it move to the music? If you ever do get one, wait for Black Friday sale, yeah. Might put a dancing chut on my D2. Tile looks a bit longer at the end. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not... I know I'm gonna get stuck looking at my art being like, damn, I fucked up there. Because I do all the time. But I gotta get out of that mindset and just fucking crank out what I can. I gotta do this shit. I got till September. I promised I'd deliver in September. I'm gonna try to keep my promise to deliver in September. I'm gonna do my best to get there. So I've already said I was gonna keep working on it. And just do what I can, you know what I mean, guys? But I don't care if like a fucking small tile is off that people may notice, they may not notice. I'm not too worried about it as long as it looks consistent and people can walk around it and the game functions. You know, this is not a product I'm selling, nor thinking I'm going to be making a bajillion dollars off of. You know, I say that with all earnesty. Like I want the game to be fun. I want you guys to have fun with it, but I'm not gonna nitpick over like little small things, you know. I am probably gonna change my mind on that because I am a psychopath and I like things to look nice. That's what hurts me the most. I'm too much of a perfectionist, and because of that, I hardly get anything done. That's true. And it fucking kills me. It kills me when I see something, you know, I'm just like, this right here. Why is that there? I hate that. Or like, this over here. That's pretty. That's a pretty long tile. It should end like right here, because that's the middle section. I should have a line right there, but then it like doubles up the line and it looks fucky. Maybe I could just do it this way and get away with it, you know. But I'm not gonna worry about it too much. As long as I can walk around and shit, it'd be straight. I just have so much to do. I think I could probably keep this area pretty bland as far as decorations and stuff. I will decorate the walls, and like put like rocks or garbage around here, but I don't think you know, it'd be funny if Dioreo's like dungeon had like the pinballs and machine and shit, but he was like sitting around like Jabba the Hutt. That'd be funny. Cracks in the walls, yeah, cracks in the walls, maybe even brick to match this, but discoloration, stuff like that. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. If I can knock out one of these a day, I think we'll hit our target. If I can knock out one a day, I think we'll be straight. This is not a like a big POI area. This is just a dungeon to walk around, so the dungeons will be pretty bland. There'll be like some shit on the walls and stuff, and like objects on the floor, but it won't be as detailed as like this. This is like a straight up POI like area, right? This is like a main hub. I was thinking some eerie lighting with the only thing glowing in the pinball machines, like they flicker. Yeah, I was talking, what's his name? Carlo was talking about the lighting. I think it was Carlo. I don't remember. They were talking about the lighting, and they sent me a fucking like mock-up of how the casino should look. Yeah, I got to change the lighting around and stuff. We'll get there. We'll get there. Unity lighting in 2D. It's a little pain to set up, because once you set it up, like everything in the scene turns black, and you have to set up like a gigantic light, and you have to light each area specifically the way you want it. It's a real pain in the ass. It wasn't you? Alright, it was somebody else. But yeah, once you turn on Unity lighting, it turns the whole scene black, and then you have to you literally have to go in and change a lot of shit. So that's towards the end polish. Music and lighting will be like once everything else is done, right? My main goals is places to explore and interactables, right? Places to explore, interactables, story. Those have to be done. I got 2 months. I think my weekends are about to be filled up. I'll try to stream it all weekends. I'm most likely no mic on the weekends because I got kids and I'll be up and about, but I'll definitely be working on it. I think I'll try doing like longer streams on the weekends so you guys can like see the process if you're interested. I don't know. Will it be new music or some royalty-free stuff? So I have a big asset pack of music. I also have someone in the Discord who wants to make music for the game. So I should probably reach out to them now so I'm not like fucking bugging them last second for music. That's actually should be put on the to-do list. Let's do a door here. I'm gonna head out. See ya. All right, Carlo, take it easy, man. See ya, see ya, see ya. Okay. So a lot of this stuff is just tedious shit. Just making sure everything's consistent. Again, a tile set would be great. I'll do that for the next dungeon, but I'm already pretty deep into this, so. Have you tried Blender? I flirted around with Blender a little bit. I'd like to do more 3D games, actually. It's on the list of stuff that I want to do. Actually, I have an idea for a friend Slop game. I'm hoping to start that after Samurai Stratagem. Yeah, after Samurai Stratagem, I want to make a game like Repo or a game like Lethal Company. Multiplayer. Like I started some projects working with Unity's new netcode for game objects. Really cool stuff. So I'm gonna use Unity again. I'll use netcode for game objects and then make something with that. Like you'll play as you'll play as weasels. You'll play as weasels, and more specifically, similar to like the mob weasels from Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's like the wise guys, or shit, even like from Wise Guy Weasel from yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day, something like that, or even Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like the weasels from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. There's like gangster weasels, but you're trying to rob different areas. Like one area could be a bank or a museum. And you just gotta watch out for traps like laser traps, security cameras, guards, stuff like that. Eco Man Weasel. Is that another one? Like Pauly Shore? Squeeze the juice. No squeezing the juice. Okay. Looks good, looks good. Yep, this is fine. So the area like this, it goes down. I'm gonna extend it out a bit more. Like here. And I'll copy paste this shit. Oh no. I mean I can copy paste the walls. That's fine. Copy paste the wall. Bring it out. to like here. Get rid of that. It looks like I already fucked up drawing some other layers. Okay. I'm fine with this being a wall, so let's draw this up, out, up, oops, up, out, delete this part. Boom. Boom. And then curve it out this way. Curve it out this way. So curve, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight. Probably won't even need to curve it, just I can cut it straight. Just cut it straight. This. Yep. Will there be character customization, like different mobs hat and stuff? Yeah. So I would definitely work in stuff like that. I would like to do like fully moddable. I think that would be fun, like how Repo does theirs. Repo's got mods, and so does Lethal Company. I think people get a kick out of that. Like fedoras, top hats, etc. Yeah, cigars, like big stogies, and like maybe like different, like I was like different weapons and shit too, like revolvers, like real gangster shit, switchblades, revolvers, baseball bats, you know, stuff like that, chains, like just gangster shit. Yeah, this is fine. This is flirting too much with like straight top down. But I think it looks okay. It's good enough. It's good enough. And then this needs to be a door. Door here. So boom. Cut that. And cut that. And floor. Get rid of that. That. Again, this is like, this will probably be like a year out. Because I still have to use, fuck, what is it? I still got to finish Samurai Stratagem. And in Samurai Stratagem, I really want it to be polished. Like, this looks like, you know, it's it's in my style. It's not the best pixel art, but for the second phase of battle, I'd like it to be like really, really in depth, and it could even loop. Like, it could loop, but I keep seeing like, and Samurai Stratagem is like a. I got the idea from this. I got the idea for Samurai Stratagem from this YouTube short. Mr. Dapperton, what's up? Do you use RPG Maker plugin for Unity? No. There's an RPG Maker plugin for Unity? I just do like straight up, like straight Unity. Oh, we've talked before. Okay. I thought you looked familiar. I think we just talked today. Oh yeah, you're in chat too. Yeah. You're using RPG Maker in the Discord. You're making an RPG Maker game, right? This one, like the Lovecraft. Yes, the Lovecraft game. This looks cool. I saw this. Very cool. I was very interested in RPG Maker. I think it's a good engine. I think RPG Maker's a good engine if you just want to, like, you know, get right into my. I was telling my son about it because my son was like, "Hey, Dad, I want to kind of try doing what you're doing, and making stories and games and stuff." And I was like, "There's RPG Maker. I actually have RPG Maker. I don't know which version I have though. Let me see. I got it while it was on sale on Humble Bundle. RPG Maker VX. Is that a decent one, Dapperton? So maybe I do a game jam for this as well. I think a horror game in RPG Maker would be cool to do. Like, do like a corpse party kind of deal. Maybe do like a Yandere game in RPG Maker. I'm not sure. Like, RPG Maker is expensive as fuck. I don't know if this is a good version to play in or not. I don't know when it was made. Let's see. It's only got 100 reviews. Web publishing. Okay. When was this? 2008. 2008. Have you seen Look Outside? That was RPG Maker. Look Outside. I think I was talking to some dude. Yeah. So the guy actually streams. I went to his chat. Yesterday, and he's making another game, but I did see this. This is cool. I'm gonna hit the vape. You guys can look at this. Go check this game out. You might like it. Yeah, very cool stuff. Lieutenant Slug, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, being published by Devolver definitely helps. Damn, this guy made some bank too. 3,500 reviews. Let's check out Game Stats. Game Stats is decently on point. Here for the Street Fighter 6 matches? All right, in due time, in due time. Dude, you're into Misfits, Evil Dead 2. You're like my brother from another mother. Are you into Guar as well? I have not listened to a lot of Guar, no. I've seen them. I watched them on Viva La Bam one time. I know they like spray blood on the fucking crowd and shit. I think that's cool. I watched Guar do like a... Okay, they made 670,000. That's sick. 670,000. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I wonder how much, fuck, what is it? Devolver takes. I wonder how much Devolver takes. ICP. I like ICP. I know you know, no one wants to hear that shit come out of someone's mouth. I'm straight from the trailer park, bro. I appreciate you. Shit's been rough recently. Yeah, you doing all right? What's going on, man? So this is where the game actually... The Samurai Stratagem game came from. I saw this, and I was like, damn, that would be a cool game with, like, the hip-hop kind of music. Like, the samurais running. And you'll see that, like, straight up in the... like, here. Like, it's straight up just like I took it from the short. I thought it looked cool, and I was like, damn, that'd be a cool game. Right? Well, so now I'm thinking, so like I added more because like the game can't just be like an input masher, right? By the way, I moved it from bottom left corner. It now sits in the middle. Bottom left took a lot of attention off of like what's going on screen, so I since added it into the middle. But I want to do more cinematic fights as well. So like after you do this initial run fight, you'll like slide to a stop, and it'll zoom in. It'll zoom into this, and then like a checkbox, not a checkbox, but like a bar will pop up. Like a bar. This is what's in my head, but like a bar will pop up. And you got like different areas, right? And then an arrow just kind of like moves back and forth. So once the arrow like goes like this, if you land on the bar, then it is an instant death. If you miss it, it goes into another input, right? An input fight. So more inputs will come on screen. Oh shit. More inputs will come on screen, but as you press them, like your character's sitting there like swinging and fighting, and maybe it goes into like a like different perspectives, like it shows like the enemy's perspective, and then like the character like fucking blocking and shit, and then it goes into the character's perspective where he's slicing and stuff too. Like I really want to practice FNF but Badass Samurai. Yeah. So I really want to practice. I picked up a book. I don't know where it's at right now. I think it still might be in the car. But I picked up a book, The Animator's Toolkit. So I've been kind of like reading that and doing this at the same time. But I saw... Now it won't be like because I'm a okay artist, you know, but there's plenty of room to grow. I know that there's plenty of room to grow. I know enough to convey what I want to show to the player, okay, or the person watching. They can like see the object and they know what the object is, okay. Now I am not, like I said, I'm not the best, but I can at least convey what I want the player to see. Damn, what is it? There's a short that keeps popping up, and it's same fucking music though. Let me see if I can find it in my history. Same music. I don't watch too many shorts, so I know I can find it. Ah, here it is. Now it won't be this detailed, but more specifically, something like this. So this is like my idea of like the enemy's perspective for that game, and like the samurai like doing like different blocks and stuff, and like sparks flying, and like having like smear and motion lines and shit. It's not the whole animation, but this scene specifically, where he's like standing there and he's like fucking doing like nunchucks to block attacks. I think that looks super sick. Bam, 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 bam. Right? I think that looks sick as fuck. Now again, it wouldn't be to this extent, right? I'm not a professional animator. I'm not a professional artist, but I could do something. Like this is decent, right? For me. And then I could draw like him straight on, and then like blocking in different ways. And it doesn't even have to be that much. Like a lot of that animation, a lot of animations are just repeated on loop, right? So I could have them blocking in different ways, right? And then draw like the keyframes or the in-betweens to each one, and then just repeat that and have like sparks flying on screen. So to the you'll see the same in like Dragon Ball Z fights. So in Dragon Ball Z fights, they'll do the same shit. It's just like repeated animations, and then they'll zoom in and like show like key initial hits, and then it goes back to them flying and like doing the same shit, right? Looked great so far. I think my buddy would be interested too. Hell yeah. That's so freaking cool. Do appreciate it. Thanks, Barsby. Animation looks sick. Thank you. I'm all programmer here. Unfortunately, my animation and art is garbage. It's just, I mean, it's just like practice, like anything else. Practice and study. I'm fucking with the passion. I have the art thing, but I can never focus into story and make something like this. As far as story, like mine's like just a straight revenge story. I take a lot of inspiration from darker themes like Berserk, was it Vinland Saga, stuff like that. Just the samurai, he's a retired samurai, right? He's like living on his estate or his fief, and he's been like the most famous samurai ever. He's collected over 1,000 heads for his shogun or his fucking his leader. So he's living on his like area with his wife and kid. While he's away fishing, doing whatever, bandits come. They're the Akuma no Gundam, which is like the Deadly Five or the Deadly something. I don't remember. I had it written up. It's in game. It's in game, but I forgot what it translates to. But they end up killing and doing unspeakable things to his wife, and they take his daughter. Well, he comes back, he finds his house is burned down and his wife hanging from a tree, and he's basically following the scent of blood and comes across each member and duels them in this way. It's gonna be a fairly short game, maybe five bosses, and then like a little story, but. To really punch it home, I really want to get that animation going the way I can. Sounds familiar? Probably every samurai story ever. It's not an original story, but it's not a very complicated game either. The most complicated thing in that game would be the shop. So I added charms. To increase your, you can get charms for your weapon to increase the attack, to decrease or to increase the timer, so you can get more time to do the inputs. Double damage if you get hit and you only have if you get hit, you get like a hit protection. You get so like if say you have 20 health and you get knocked down to 0, you stay at 1, right? Yeah, I'll be right back, but I gotta reboot everything. Okay. I saw a demo with a kind of similar story. It was pretty depressing. Damn. If you guys want to try out Samurai Stratagem, I do have a demo on itch, but it's an older demo. So all your focus will be in the bottom left screen. Again, since then I've added new things. I'll put it in chat. If you guys want to try that out, let me know what you think. I was flirting around with different ideas, like instead of just inputs, like maybe make it a typing game. But I thought, nah, maybe just inputs would keep it simple for everyone. So I'll check it out. Do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, any type of feedback. Be honest. Be brutally honest. Good enough. I will too. Appreciate it. Mavis Beacon. What's that? Mavis Beacon. Maple Bacon? Oh, teaches typing. Oh, no. So, let me see. Texorcist. Texorcist? Is it the Texorcist? There's a game. You guys might like it. The Texorcist. This game's pretty cool. Here, I'll let that play. I've been trying to get the Libra Sprite thing to work. I don't know anything about Libra Sprite. I just know it's similar to a Sprite, and it's free. Uh-oh. TOS, Pixel Boobies. Oops. Yeah, you type the exorcism out. It's pretty sick. And they got a rookie mode too. Maybe we play this on stream one day. This would be cool. I own it. Yeah, the Texorcist. The story of Ray Bibia. I'll put that in chat. Yeah, that one's sick. Very hard, though. Very hard. Okay. Boom. Let me get some of this shit going. Ah, shit. Again, I'm not trying to get all OCD with shit being off, even though it's gonna kill me, like this being off. Fuck. I'm gonna try my best. Oops. That's really off. Alright, I think we just do it this way. Fuck it. Have you seen Return of the Living Dead? The one with the tar man? Yes, that is my my favorite Romero film. Yeah. There's actually a I don't want to fucking dox. There's this cool store I went to that's around my home, but they have a model of that the tar man inside of the vat, right? And you can like walk up and he's like in there, right? Really well done, really well done. But it's a cool little horror store. Romero didn't make Return, really? Who made I like that one so much. Like, it's just it's funny. Like, it's horror, but it's like slapstick. I really like slapstick horror. Ew, Brian Peck is in there? What? Who the fuck is Scuzz? That's Brian Peck in... That's crazy. So if you guys don't know, Brian Peck is the guy who molested Return of the Living Dead. No. Here, I'll show you. Brian Peck is the guy who molested Drake Bell.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him. That's Brian Peck. In,
Young as hell, man.
yeah, 85. Well, no, the... Okay. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That is crazy. You look like dick now.
That's insane. Tom Matthews. Why does he look familiar?
You kind of look like Freddy right there.
Freddy Krueger? No.
Just from that picture you
Yes. Worst fun fact ever. Yeah. I forgot who the I forgot who I was looking at. It was not Romero. Who was it? Director. Dan O'Bannon. Okay. Freddy Krueger is Robert Englund. She knows that. She loves Freddy Krueger. I swear to God, I thought Return of the Living Dead was I thought that was Dawn of the Dead. Or the Romero. But yeah, no, Return of the Living Dead, that's definitely one of my favorite zombie movies. It's just so fucked. Like you're just screwed, right? Like in that zombie movie, you are just done. There's no way to kill him. Return of the Living Dead 3 is good too. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen any of the other ones. But yeah, you are just screwed, right? There is no way out of there. You have to, like, the only way to kill him is to burn him. But you, if you burn him, you create more of them because you create the zombie rain, right? So you're just screwed. You can dismember them. I really like the scene where they grab the girl zombie and they're like talking to it and they're like, why do you eat people? She's like, not people, brains. I love that shit. It was good. It was a good movie. Demon Knight. Have you seen Demon Knight? That's a good one too. You know, not very slapstick, but still pretty good. I just watched that recently too. It was on Tubi. I watched it on Tubi. My wife was like, "You're watching them old man movies again." Like, damn right. Damn right. Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, that's good too. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. That's the only one I watched though, was the Demon Knight. I didn't even watch the cartoon when I was a kid, unfortunately. Lieutenant Slug, we will be getting back into, we'll play some Street Fighter. 12:47. I don't think I'm gonna finish this tonight, guys. There's just so much, like, tedious shit. Again, I might even, like, just get rid of this fucking brick. This brick layout and do something more simple. In fact, I probably should have did this last and made it, like, modular so I could just, like, keep placing it, right? Instead of trying to do it by row. I think that might be the plan, and I'll just make this into a. I can even do it with just this section here, like this section here. I'll do it in red. This one, this one, this one, this one, like this, and then just place those the way I need them. Kind of like this. Let me delete them. Something like just these ones, and then just like lock them into each other. My bad, what'd you say, bud? I said we'll play Street Fighter soon. I'm about to wrap this up because I'm not going to finish this one tonight. The brick is just too much. I do have the layout here for this, so I'll save this. Save. Dungeon, casino, layout. So I'll save that. Don't need that. Get rid of that. Sprite. Save, dungeon, casino, room 2. Yeah. I'm struggling to stay awake. I drank this weird magnesium soda and it's making me extra sleepy. Magnesium soda? That's kind of whack. Libra Sprite is a fork of A Sprite before they turn their open source license to a private one. Got you. Alright, let's get some Street Fighter in. Whoops. You're about to get the hammer. Yeah, you're about to get the hammer, bud. You're fucking done, bud. That bison hammer. You pretty drunk? Yeah, it's already coming out. Now are the excuses. Yeah, so I like building sticks or leverless, so I got this Gears of War one. I usually play charge characters on it. I made this Evil Dead one. Got shit falling off of it. I made this Evil Dead one. Right, I painted that. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. I'll try getting it. No. Evil Dead. Fight stick. Kind of hard to see. I painted that. This was a old, it was a Halloween book. It was a Halloween book. And then I got a Razor Aatrox. This is my Dragon Ball Z stick. Got the Dragon Ball. I'll try to show it. Hold on. Oh, it's too polished. You can look it up. It's the Dragon Ball Fighters stick. And then I got a Mayflash here. Is that the Necronomicon? Yeah. And then I have the Mayflash here, which served me well. It served me well. It was. I beat the hell out of this Mayflash. I just kept it because I got like a bunch of like different stickers and shit. Mayflash is good. Mayflash is real good. I like Mayflash for a good budget stick. You can't beat a Mayflash. That and it's like compatible with all the consoles and everything. Very cool shit. All right, Fighting Ground. Let me know if you guys can hear. I don't typically have music on for here. I'll put some music on. I just turned it off. Let's see. All right, we'll play a little Street Fighter and then I'll watch Slop News Network shit. I'll have to add you. Battle settings. No. Forgot how to do this stuff. I don't normally add people. How do I find you? Player list. Search. Request. You don't have the game? I mean, it's a good one. It's a good one. I'd definitely try it out. How do I find people? Search? Detail search, keyword by user code. User code? Yeah, what's your code? Yeah, just let me know your code and I'll add you. I didn't even know Street Fighter had a modern game. Yeah, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Third Strike. I like Third Strike. I'm a fake gamer. Friend code or name? Friend code or player name? LT Slug. Oh. Right. No. LT Clig. Yeah, that was almost bad. You'll have to accept my invite or my my friend request. Let me know when you do that. There we go. Okay, let's go. Oh shit, alright, maybe I am about to get beat. He's a Ken Master. Alright, no music, guys, sorry. I'm about to get my ass kicked.
Interesting.
I'm big time getting beat up. It's been a minute since I played, too. Let's throw out a feeler. What will happen?
Do you see now the difference in our power? Round 2. Fight.
Oh, I think his controller disconnect. Ooh.
Bet that hurt.
Oh no. No! Damn. Oh shit. Ooh, nice.
M. Bison wins. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, I fucked up. No! Oh, the loops. I love the random couple dancing in the background.
Do you see now the difference in our power? Round 2. Fight!
Ooh.
Bet that hurt.
I fucked up. Ooh. Damn.
That's right.
Final round. Fight! Too slow.
Shit. Ugh. Nice, nice, nice. Damn. Rip. He's catching his stride. He's catching his stride. I'm downloaded, bro. Damn. Ah, fucked. Whoa. Stop it! Stop jumping! I'm fucking jumping like a scrub.
That's right.
Alright, I gotta play slower.
Round 2. Fight!
No. Ooh, nice grab. Oh shit. No. Original goal, what's up? Yeah, it's my first time playing Street Fighter. I've never touched it before. I've never played.
Ken wins!
Damn, GG's. Good set, good set.
Round 1. Fight!
Nice. Oh, fucking grab. Oh, I jumped. Where's my volume going?
Round 2. Fight!
No. No. Stop it. Wow. The only one I got into was Dead or Alive. I never played Dead or Alive. I never got down on that one. No fucking way I missed that. Shit. Damn, the grabs are killing me. Brother, stop the grabs. Oh, I fucked up. No fucking way. Damn. It's like Gooner, SF, and MK. Okay. Damn, that was close on that last one. All right, I got two more set, or one more set. Hold up, man. All right. Let me fix my headset. All right, I got one more set, and then we'll dive into that that Slop News Network video. Let's go. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. First time I played MK was at a Toys R Us, and I smashed all the buttons in one. I used to go to the Hungry Howie's and play, or the Pizza Hut. I don't remember. I think it was Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut used to have Mortal Kombat, Time Crisis. I don't think they ever had Street Fighter though. This guy's pretty good. I saw a master, I was like, damn, I was talking all that shit. I'm also an avid button masher.
Interest. Round 1. Fight.
Nice follow-up. Interesting. No fucking way. Damn. He knows that distance real well with Ken. Woo!
Round 2. Fight.
Shit. No. Fuck. No fucking way, brother. Rip. That was it, too. I shouldn't have fucking did the extra. Damn, Ken's got longer legs than I do. Shit. Shit, you can block. Dude definitely knows his frames. He knows the frames. Oh my god, why didn't I jump? My volume keeps going down. Baited. Woo!
M. Bison wins.
Gotta watch them Lamborghinis.
Round 1. Fight.
Shit, dude. Shit. No.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice, dude. That he knows his distance. He knows his distance. Nice. Shit. No. No! Damn, dude. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up big time.
Round 1. Fight.
Nice. shit. No way. Woo.
Round 2. Fight.
No fucking way.
Your time ends here. Be gone.
Up and over.
Woo!
M. Bison wins.
All right, last one. You can hit master. Yeah, I just gotta dump the time in. I've been like hard stuck diamond, and I don't like win quitting. Yeah, shit. So I go to my locals every now and then. I go to CEO. I used to go a lot. I haven't done it in a while, but damn. Those guys there are really fucking good.
Round 2. Fight.
Ah, baited. I shouldn't have did it.
Unremarkable.
Nice. Nice, confirm.
Your time ends here. Be gone.
GG.
M. Bison wins.
GG's. Alright, for the sake of time, I'm gonna go watch this real quick. I dropped some combos at the end. Yeah. Too drunk? Yeah. Hey, join the Discord, man. I like playing Street Fighter, so if anyone wants to get down sometime, yeah, hit me up. I like to play. But we're gonna watch this this video. I'm a little behind on the Pirates offer, Slop. I've been trying to get away from it, you know, because I just don't like it's like really benign shit. Like, I'm not gonna fucking review someone's code over and over and over again. Like, we get it, his code's bad, okay? Not everyone you don't need to be a great coder to make a game. Let's see. And like, his game just isn't fucking, like, it's not terrible. It just needs to get it out, right? My opinion of him making the game is getting all the money that he got and not releasing it. I don't give a shit what's in the code behind. I don't care about all that. If it works, it works. You know, that I am a bit biased because my code shit as well. I don't see digging into it being that good. You know what I mean? Okay, this is the one I really care about, is the job part. The part 2, but the job part, let's see that. Before we watch this, I'm going to make sure I'm set up good, and then hit the vape real quick. Gang has Roblox? Yeah, my son comes over and he plays sometimes. I play, damn, what game do I play with him? Some fucking fruit game. Block Fruits? I think it's Block Fruits. I play with him sometimes when he's over here. My eldest son, he's 10, and he plays that shit, so. Alright, give me 2 seconds and get into it. Let me get something to drink too. Well, they already know what state I live in and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, I need some milk after that ass whipping. Y'all remember that meme? I'm fucking old. Alright, let's watch this. I got Bab. Okay, hold on. BRB. I'm gonna take a smoke. The issue I have with Pirate Software is his behavior. I don't care if he sucks at coding, just don't act like you're the best. True. I'm more infuriated at how bad the puzzle, story, and mini games is for how long it took. True. It's wild how he is so negative about criticism. Not all of it even bad. Not all of it is even bad. Coding Jesus can be a bit nitpicky, sure, but he just has a bad attitude about everything. True. I think he got into this thinking like, and I used to think this way too, like, oh, I'm never gonna back down. I'll never fucking fold to like, my viewers, or like, you know, if I fuck up, I'm never gonna admit that I'm wrong. You know, when he's on the internet, and obviously it's not working out. So I got bad vibes from him calling himself Pirate Software, but being against DRMing for the sake of game preservation. Yeah. Well, his whole Pirate Software name is for people looking up how to pirate software, like how to fucking crack games and shit. I think that was his explanation, but all right, guys, let's dive into it. I hope I'm not in the way.
All right, so I'm sure many of you have heard of Jason Thor Hall, better known online as Pirate Software, due to all the surrounding drama related to Stop Killing Games. This video isn't about the Stop Killing Games drama. I do support the Stop Killing Games initiative, and anyone in the EU currently watching this should go and sign up to care about game preservation. This video is going to be a review of Jason's job history, game dev industry claims, coding ability, and his heartbound and champion of breakfast DRM solutions by me, a developer. I won't be touching on his hacking skills much in this video, since from what I found, all of his DEF CON wins were team efforts, and all of the stories related to hacking are...
Y'all see the picture of him at DEF CON, and he's just sleeping on the couch while everything's like, fucking like working around him. Sorry, I was reading chat. My brain does not work that way. Okay, hey bro, real talk. What kind of webcam you got? I'm trying to start my own game dev channel. The Logitech HD 1080p. It's a pretty cheap one.
just that, stories. Outside of his word, I generally can't find anything related to it. There isn't anything concrete or of substance in these stories for me to actually analyze and review. If anyone knows where he actually has hacking write-ups or knows the VODs where he actually does something related to hacking, let me know and I can do a separate video going through and reviewing it. Okay, with that out of the way, let's start with Jason's LinkedIn job history. So,
his hacking is calling people up on the phone or sending out emails asking for IDs. That's his hacking.
If we look at his LinkedIn, we can see his first recorded job experience is from 2002 to 2009, where he was a freelance security researcher and developer. In 2002, Jason would have been 15, and from what I found, he hasn't taken any program classes, so anything he knows at this point is largely self-taught. Another important thing is Jason actually had a job in 2004 that isn't listed here as a quality assurance intern at Blizzard.
I went to Blizzard in 2004, and this is kind of my whole career, right? My first job I got through nepotism, 100%. My dad worked at Blizzard for 23 years. He worked at Blizzard for 23 years, so I got a job there in 2004. I was shit. I was shit at this, and I realized I was shit.
Also, I think it's important that we talk about his dad for a second. Jason says his dad just worked at Blizzard, but that's grossly understating his dad's role and history at Blizzard. Jason's dad is Joey Ray Hall, and from a Reddit AMA his dad held, we can see the following. Joey Ray joined Silicon and Synapses in 1991. Now, you might be asking what's Silicon and Synapses, and what does this have to do with Blizzard in his post? Well, in 1991, Blizzard didn't exist yet. Silicon and Synapses was the original company name, and 1991 was the year it was founded. Joey Ray joined Blizzard before it was Blizzard, and when he joined, there were less than 10 people in total at the company. He wasn't some random Blizzard employee. He was one of the earliest hires at the company.
A key member at Blizzard. That's crazy. You know what? I bet a key member at Blizzard has a mega influence on what goes on in the gaming space. It definitely getting his son. Oh, look at that Terminator poster. In Iron Maiden. Like, they're big fans of Iron Man. And getting his son into the gaming universe, right? Pre-ordered fan. Yeah, give Lieutenant Slug a follow, guys. He's about to start his game dev career. Let's go. Apparently, Quinn69TV was pretty nice when he played Heartbound, but when PS heard he was playing, he assumed the worst and made his little snippy comments. I did watch that. I watched that live. I'll say watching. I'm not going to lie. Content won't be good. It just takes time, man. Like, my content is not good either, right? I don't think my content is good. I'm glad you guys stick around, so somebody does. It's just finding the audience, right? I don't know, but yeah, no, I saw his little snippy little comments. He's like, he's playing Heartbound right now, and I'm blocked in his chat. He's mad because he's blocked. He sat there. He was supposed to be coding his fucking block game, his little MMO on Minecraft. He was supposed to be coding that, but he's sitting here like this the whole time. Fucking typing, right? He's just mad. I understand, but damn, bro, like, you kind of did it to yourself. All you got to do is reach out to people instead of just going off the fucking deep end. I don't know. You're humble and real, bro. Just keep at it. You'll get a crowd for real. I do appreciate it. Do appreciate it. Brother, I mean, 17 people. Fit 17 people in a room. You know, we got 17 congruent viewers right now. Or concurrent viewers. 17 people. That's a lot of people, man. That's a good barbecue. That's a good party, right? That's a damn good party. He lied about recovering from COVID for 2 years as an excuse for not finishing his game. Yeah, that's pretty nutty. That's pretty nutty.
Over his 23 years, he did all sorts of work, and was the one that founded the cinematic team, led the machinima team, the video and post-production team, and the esports live broadcast team, plus being responsible for all the video content for every...
I got fucking COVID, so I couldn't work for 2 years. Not even just regular work. I couldn't get up and stream. I wonder, did he stream during those 2 years? I bet he did. I bet he did stream. What if he had to work a regular job? I bet he had to go get a regular job with COVID, unless he's just riding daddy's coattails. He streamed during those 2 years? Wow. So you can stream, but you can't, like, sit down and write?
Every BlizzCon between 2005 to 2014. Plus, he led the team that made the famous South Park World of Warcraft episode and the inspiration for the He Who Has No Life character. Joey Ray was the director of cinematics at Blizzard. He wasn't some low-level employee that worked at the company. He was pretty high up in the chain. Anyways, back to Jason.
The next 5 years, I left Blizzard. I did not reapply. and I went and worked on my own. I did freelance. I did freelance for everything. So I actually weren't into Second Life, which is a 3D Worlds game if you've never played it before. They have a language in it called Linden Scripting Language, and I made games in there. I learned how to do 3D modeling. I learned how to do texture work. I learned how to do scripting. I learned how to engage with people that were playing my games. I learned how to do network model stuff. I learned how to do server-related stuff. I did this for 5 whole years.
So Jason's Second Life period of time is a huge rabbit hole, and there's like 5 or 6 different controversies surrounding his time in Second Life. This video isn't about his controversies.
I heard the biggest controversy for his Second Life stuff is him going to Woodbury University and shutting it down. Do you guys know about this one? The Woodbury University arc? Maybe I do a cover. Maybe I cover that because I don't think a lot of people know about that shit.
And allegations, so I'm going to skip over most of it. The only small parts we care about.
Hey, Quinn Theo has a problem with covering stories that are old and that have very little information. I do not, because I just like laughing and just looking at funny shit. So I could definitely cover that. Yeah, Quinn Theo likes to have like more robust and like make sure everything's verifiable. And it's nice to have that. I do too, to an extent.
Oh my god.
What, baby?
Fucking the pieces, they're coming together.
Oh, okay, her book. She's over there reading. She's been devouring books lately. That's all she does is fucking read.
About are related to coding.
What a nerd.
I like piecing that stuff together.
During his Second Life playing time, he played a character known as Moldavia's Fig Tree and started a company called Dark Sphere Creations. He claims he did game program with the Linden scripting language, the programming language of Second Life, and made some small games and some user-generated content for Second Life. While digging into this, I didn't find any proof he coded any games. What Dark Sphere Creations and his company was actually doing at the time was creating not safe for work adult furry avatars and selling them. Basically, his friend Wingless Emote, another Second Life player, would do the art and modeling for the furry avatars, and Jason would do some coding on top. What kind of coding he did on top of these avatars isn't exactly clear. Then they would sell the avatars, and eventually the business was making somewhere around $10,000 a month, primarily due to selling these avatars. There's some other controversy where
10K a month. 10K a month's a good money when you're fucking 19, bro. That's a lot of money. And then he's like splitting it with the fucking person. Who was it? Wingless Emoto. Like they're splitting it with Wingless Emoto. 10K is a lot. Chud occasionally covers older stuff too. Some things are just timeless. I agree.
Alludes to Jason trying to do dev work on Linden Labs projects and other game worlds, but I can't find any solid proof, just random posts and accusations. So in summary, there doesn't seem to be any proof he did any kind of game development or hacking during this period of time. Let's get back to Jason.
Then I came back to Blizzard in 2009 and I applied, not having his help in any way. I got the job.
Okay, the timeline here starts matching up with his LinkedIn. After his little detour with
I got the job.
Jason.
Then I came back to Blizzard in 2009 and I applied, not having his help in any way. I got the job.
Okay.
Oh, bullshit. They saw, you know damn well he was like, hey, Dad, I'm going to apply to Blizzard. And Joey Ray was like, okay, son. And then he put down his, it's... Your dad's not gonna know that you didn't apply to Blizzard.
Timeline here starts matching up with his LinkedIn. After his little detour with Dark Sphere Creations and working for himself, Jason now has an actual full-time job at Blizzard in 2009. This is his first official full-time job at Blizzard.
Okay, projects work: StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty, World of Warcraft, Diablo 3. Accountable for leading teams. Okay, General QA, accountable for leading teams on time-sensitive hot fixes and service alerts. Gained a massive amount of experience with the inner workings of Blizzard quality assurance. Created defect reports for roughly 700 issues during my time as a general tester. QA automation, designed and created automated systems for the development, compatibility, and QA teams. Responsible for all maintenance of systems delivered. Gained experience working in a fast-paced, team-oriented environment. Produced quality systems that save thousands of hours of tester time on various projects. Produce quality systems, so fucking spreadsheets. Documented system impact on company-wide level. He did QA, and his QA automation was probably in Excel, just writing, his...
He
He did earlier, yeah. He originally got a job working for Blizzard. He fucking left Blizzard to do like some Second Life stuff, which is like an MMO, and made like a bunch of money doing that, like making little furry fucking avatars and stuff and selling them. And then he's saying he went back to Blizzard without the help of his dad.
Does he have a different last name than his dad?
No.
Well, there's no way they don't know.
Hall. Hall is a common last name. I think that was the argument.
Yeah, but if his dad's some bigwig, which it seems like he is.
His dad would have known that he applied at Blizzard, and there's no way that he didn't talk to his dad like, "Hey, Dad, I'm applying for Blizzard again."
All I'm saying is maybe he let him think that he got the job on his own.
Oh
So
yeah.
that he has more pride in what he's doing. He feels more accomplished. That's all I was saying.
True.
Some people be like that.
Yeah. Didn't he post his resume in his Discord? I don't know. I'm not in his Discord. I love seeing big word fluff get deconstructed in real time. My bad. I like reading the shit that comes up because, like, sometimes people just don't like. They just look at it, they stare at it, and
he is once again a quality assurance analyst. Jason claims he got it.
They wait for the speaker to fucking read it out to him. You know.
To the company on his own merits this time, but I find that a bit hard to believe at face value. In 2004, he said he was terrible at his QA role, and that's why he quit. I searched to see if he studied anything IT related in high school or in college or during the time gap, and I found this from his subreddit. Jason did spend.
Did Thor go to college? Basically, title. Really like the guy, and I've been struggling with ADHD my whole life. I'm 27 and was diagnosed last year only. Fuck off, dude. I work as a senior software engineer, and I aspire to be a knowledgeable and cool professional like Thor. Oh my god. I'm wondering if I should return to college and actually try to finish a degree, or I should keep studying and navigate the field on my own. Thanks. Bro, if you already started college, how about don't waste the money of your parents, the state, or whoever else funded it, and you finish the college, right? Just don't waste the fucking money and stop blaming your ADHD and just get fucking through it. Okay. And Kronos, this little wig-wearing wussy. All right. This thread has been answered. He said this several times, actually. He went to college to be an entomologist, specializing in ants, but dropped out. What a fucking waste of time. If he had any kind of professional writing, we would know about it because he would have bragged about it. True. So Thor, or Jason, I think he has, yes, the narcissistic shit, but it's a, where you don't lead an exciting life, so you have to embellish what you've done. I bring this up all the time. My brother is kind of this way. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm moving into this. I'm moving into this streamer house, and like my favorite band, Black Veil Brides, we're going on tour together." It's like, bro, what? You should write a book, bro.
An entomologist
His followers are practically ants. His followers are fucking
with a
retards,
specialization in
like
ants.
him.
He dropped out of college without ever finishing his studies, and it doesn't seem like he
Jenko,
ever
what's
took
up?
any IT related courses during.
I don't know how they see all the shit unraveling. I know they see this stuff and they just believe it, or they still believe what he's saying, right? I've seen his streams. I've watched them. I see the people in chat. It's crazy. I don't know how people just see all, like, it's not even, a lot of it's not even hate. It's just proving him wrong. It's just him being proved wrong, right? Now, if you're always wrong, like me, you have nothing to worry about.
This time here. During that
That's my
5-year
shield.
gap between 2004 and 2009, the only experience he said in the clip from earlier was his Second Life programming, and well, that wasn't exactly quality assurance, or hacking, or game development work. Plus, while applying in 2009, on his resume he would probably have had, or Blizzard itself would have had a record he worked there previously as a QA, so that would make applying a second time for a similar position easier. His dad, once again, was a pretty high person in the company, and some people might remember Jason being Joey Ray's son from before. It's not impossible he got in on his own merits, just a bit
In denial because they have a weird parasocial relationship with him. True.
hard to believe considering he doesn't have experience with any real program languages at this point, and he doesn't have any degrees or certificates. Okay, back to his LinkedIn and his job. So he held the role for 3 years and 2 months, and once again, this was his quality assurance role. One thing Jason often does is he claims all QA are developers. First, as someone that has worked QA myself, this isn't true. I'm not saying QA aren't important, but the majority of QA generally are non-technical, and only a small portion are. At most of the places I worked at, QA generally has no coding ability and are tasked with doing manual regression testing. Basically, they get a series of test cases they need to go through, and each test case has a written out set of instructions they just follow. If something doesn't match the case steps, then a bug is filed and actual developers are tasked with addressing it. So I personally wouldn't call his 3 years at this position game development experience. And if we look at the bullet points he has on his LinkedIn, besides one...
You know, it's crazy. If he would have stuck with the QA, he could have been where his dad was at, right? QA is a very entry level job. A very entry level. And he doesn't realize like how many people fucking like graduate college and fight and are like gnarly, dude. They're gnarling, just crazy motherfuckers that are like really, really good, really talented stuff, but they apply for these places, Blizzard, Hi-Rez, Insomnia, you know, all these big AAA companies, and the competition is just so much, like there's so much competition, and you're very lucky to even get a QA job at one of these places. And it's usually a beginner level job. Like that's how you cut your teeth in QA and then you move on to your other things. Sometimes, you know, like a game design, someone who did game design, they need a damn good portfolio to begin with to be even considered for like level design and stuff like that. I was trying to work for Hi-Rez. They were making a game, what's the game? Rogue Company. They were making Rogue Company, and I had submitted a map along with my resume, and they turned down the resume obviously, but the map that I sent in was very similar to the map that released a few months later. Very, very similar. If you guys, we can do a little tangent if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, so I'm not saying they stole it. It wasn't a very great map design. It was just a block out, like a whiteout, or a gray box. But it was like there was a lot of similarities to the map. He's a social engineer. He got everyone fooled, even me, unfortunately. Very true. His entry into game dev is major companies. They ripped you off. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do remember you mentioned this before. Can't steal it if you give it to them, unfortunately. Yeah, true. This was my mistake. But I was trying to better... I was just graduating Full Sail, and I was looking, dude. I mean, I was looking for jobs. And I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I was graduating in a month. I just released Apostle 3D, so I had a game underneath my belt. I had a bunch of different projects under my belt. I ended up working at Spectrum. I worked for Spectrum for 2 weeks. I wasn't even out of training. The guy I did music for, or the guy who did music for me for Apostle 3D, he was like, hey, these crypto guys, they're looking for someone to make a game for them. And they ended up paying me $50K for the year. So I was getting, but they were paying me in Ethereum. So I was getting like 1 Ethereum a month. So like, fuck, what was it, like four G's, $4,000? It was like $4,000 a month. Making a crypto, NFT game. So, I worked for Lucky Maneki. They're not around anymore. They ran out of funding. Big surprise. But I worked for them and was developing Lucky Maneki Arcade. It was on this fucking store, but it's not anymore. Lucky Mankey? No, Lucky Maneki. Let's just do Maneki Arcade. Maneki Arcade. Yeah. So I was working on this. I did like Maneki Breakout. I had Pinball. It was basically just like a, excuse me. Yeah, Breakout, Candy Crush, Pinball, Asteroids, and you would use like, you know, fucking the money or whatever, and you would play with your little Maneki NFT character, and it was like an open world multiplayer kind of deal. It was fun to make, but yeah, this is the artist who did it. Maneki Crush. This was a, so I designed this. This was a multiplayer Candy Crush game. I might still have a copy of it somewhere. Like, it was in development still, but like, it was 2 characters on the screen. The faster you solved, like, each player would have like the match 3, right? And every time you do like a match 3 or like a combo, it would shoot the other character with like a magic blast or whatever, and then that's how you'd win the game. You just, you know, it was a multiplayer game. Pinball was being in the works. Etheroids was done. Meowligo was done. Maneki Breakout was done, and Maneki Run was done. Maneki Run was just like an infinite side scroller. You just jumped and grabbed coins. But that is not around anymore. It is not around. Actually, you know what? Yep, here it is. Anarchy Games. This is one of the ones. Is this an old Twitter account? It is. This is my old Twitter account. I had 7 followers. Here's another one. Oh, here it is. Little top down. In development. Very, very early stuff. Etheroids. Yeah, very, very early stuff. What was that Doom-like shooter? That is Apostle 3D. That's another one I made. That was the game I was talking about. That was the first game I put on Steam. I'll play it real quick. I know some of y'all guys have already seen this. Perfect time for me to take a break or hit the vape. Wait, you made Apostle 3D? You've heard of this, really? I didn't sell that many copies. I sold, what, 200 copies? You've heard of it, really? Interesting. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I made that. That was the first game I made. It is garbage, all right. But if you want to try it out, I think it's like $2 and $3. Keep in mind, it was the first game I made. Well, the first. It'd be the second game I made. It'd be the second one.
line, namely the design and create an automated system, there's nothing here that even remotely implies he was coding or doing any kind of development. I'm making this point since Jason often claims he was a game developer at Blizzard for 7 years, but his first 3.5 years didn't include any developer roles. Also, to address his if QA didn't do their jobs, games wouldn't be released argument, most games have music. If a musician doesn't complete the OST, a game can't be released. Does that mean they're now developers too? Just because you say something confidently in a deep voice doesn't make it true. Moving on to his next role, we have quality assurance hacks. Here he mentions he did some forensic analysis and detected threats. Also, something I'd like to note, all of his game projects listed here were coded using primarily the C++ programming language. This is a low-level programming language. This will be important a bit later in the video. As for the role, again, I wouldn't call this game development experience. This is more related to security work than game development itself. And from the bullet points, it doesn't seem like Jason was doing much coding. His next role for 6 months was test engineer. My opinions are pretty much the same as the previous role he held. Moving on, we have the next role as security engineer for 11 months. This one is interesting. Since the bullet points here notes he managed web application security, for those that don't know what web applications are, it means he was working on websites and not games. There's no mention of programming here or what tools and languages he used. But regardless, this is without a doubt a non-game development role and doesn't have any overlap with game development. Okay, next up he moves to another security engineer role for 3 months. Again, same opinions as his last job. Now, his last role at Blizzard was a red team member. Red team is a common IT term that just means someone inside the company that attempts to hack into their systems, either digital or physical. So red hats basically try to make hacks and show how they got access. So these vulnerabilities and issues can be addressed before real hackers can abuse them. Now, while red hat is offensive security and hacking, it doesn't always mean you're programming like you see with those green terminals and pics. If we look at the bullet points Jason has listed, we can see he did exploiting physical access controls and social engineering operations.
Okay, so exploiting physical access controls would be like he's walking around the office and looking for someone who didn't Windows lock their fucking computer as they're doing a smoke break, right? Or like leaving USBs out in the fucking street waiting for Blizzard employees to plug them in, shit like that. Or like trying to grab key cards off of people, or seeing if key cards are being left around, right? Basically the Gestapo of the office. Hey, where's your key card guy? I got it right here. You left it on the pisser, right? I saw red flags right away for PS. We were studying popular shorts for inspiration. It could be because I'm familiar with his type because of a certain manipulative family member. Ooh.
Listed, we can see he did exploiting physical access controls and social engineering operations. Social engineering is actually one of the most common ways hackers gain access to systems, and it doesn't have to involve any programming at all. Social engineering attacks are something like the following situation. Let's say Jason in this example is a social engineer, and his target is a fellow Blizzard employee with access to the game servers. He could call them or email them from a legitimate Blizzard phone number or email and say he needs their account credentials. Normally, you would never share live in production account credentials, even if someone from your own company. But let's say Jason manages to convince the employee to hand the credentials over. Now Jason has a way to log into the system he shouldn't have access to. This is a social engineering attack. It's not technical hacking like most people think of. It's generally just being convincing enough and getting employees to hand over info or access they shouldn't be giving out. Alright, with all of that, and with all those jobs, we have 6 years and 6 months at Blizzard full-time for Jason, and if we include his time as a QA intern in 2004, we basically have his 7 years of experience at Blizzard accounted for. Judging by everything he has written here, it seems as though he's never held an actual game developer position, and he's never done any game development directly. All of his roles at Blizzard were either QA, website security, or social engineering, basically his hacking. It doesn't seem like he's ever touched C++, which is the industry standard language to use when doing game development. But before I finish my thoughts on this, let's check out one more job after Blizzard. After Blizzard, Jason worked at Amazon Games for 8 months as an automation engineer. Again, he wasn't a game developer here. He also didn't include much information under his bullet points. He did documentation of vulnerability.
I will say, once you have a job in like a AAA studio, it is a lot easier to get a job at another one rather than someone like coming in off the street or fresh out with a degree. If you already have experience in one field, especially like in the game industry, it's a lot easier to go to or to job hop to another studio.
And did some automation work with Python. This is the first officially recorded line that actually shows he did some programming. Python is what we call a high-level language, meaning the language is designed to be easy for humans to read and understand as well as to write. Python is a wonderful language, and I'm not throwing any shade at
He claimed in a stream that he did not do social engineering, and he seemed really butthurt about it. He is adamant that he was a real hacker.
but Python is not a language used to create games. Technically, yes, you can code games in Python. Big drawback is it's an incredibly slow language. This is why the industry standard language for game development is C++, a low-level language that allows for incredible performance. The trade-off is it's a significantly more difficult language to work with. The reason I went through his job history so far and his programming language list is because Jason often claims he's a 20-year veteran of the game dev industry, and he was a game developer at Blizzard for 7 years. And he uses these claims to make himself seem like an authority and expert on game development and game-related topics, namely stop killing games. But from the looks of it, and in my opinion, it doesn't seem to me he's ever worked as an actual game developer within the industry, and it doesn't seem like he's ever done much program work in the industry either. I'm not throwing shade at any of the jobs listed here so far. I'm just trying to be absolutely clear that none of this, in my opinion, as someone that has worked on game engines and done game development, none of this counts as game development experience, with a lot of his roles having absolutely nothing to do with game development itself at all. To help make this clear, here's another example to help everyone understand. It's like someone working at a hospital and doing payroll work, but because they're at a hospital, they claim to be a qualified doctor. It doesn't make any sense. Jason?
What's crazier is that he got these jobs, like, again, through nepotism, right? And then he would have to, all the job hopping or like role switching he did in Blizzard, like they were just like, yeah, I guess you can go try that, with no experience. Like, people on the street are like fucking banging on the door like, hey, let me in. I actually have experience. I've done these things. And he's just like, nah, I'm already here, guys. Just teach me how to do it. So he's like role hopping without any experience in that field. Because, you know, like QA, and then like he goes from QA to fucking social engineering, hacking, or like being hacker man, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. No one would really care about the Nepo baby thing if he didn't act like the way he does. Yeah, he's spoiled. He's a spoiled brat.
Is making a giant leap with his I'm a game developer for 7 years at Blizzard claims. Anyways, let's go back to his LinkedIn and see what's next. Here we have that he was a cybersecurity specialist at Eagle Research Group. Based on Jason's stories, this should be when and where he was technically working for the government. There isn't a whole lot of information here, and with most of the bullet points being extremely generic. Since he claims this was government-related work, I think it's perfectly reasonable to assume he has NDAs, or he might not be able to give any specifics related to his work here.
And then when I did that, I went to the United States Department of Energy and I hacked power plants for the federal government.
Jason makes a lot of claims being a hacker and has told a lot of stories, but I could never find anything to back up his hacking claims. So far, the only thing I found was he did do some social engineering attacks at Blizzard. Now, some of you might know about his DEF CON stories and his Mr. Robot claims. I'll probably cover those in a separate video. The reason is all of his DEF CON wins were done in teams of 10 people, never solo. And for his other hacking claims, there's only stories to go off of. To keep this video from being too long and off topic, I'll save his hacking claims for its own thing. Okay, his next set of experience is at his own company, also named Pirate Software. But before we touch on that, let's talk about his more recent job experience at Off-Brand Games first, since that's a smaller topic to cover. Off-Brand Games is a game publishing company founded by Ludwig and Jason. I'm not entirely sure if Jason is a co-founder or not. Jason claims he isn't, but most posts and Ludwig's posts talking about the company seem to imply he is. Whether or not he's a co-founder isn't too important. Jason's role at the company is Director of Strategy. From Jason's comments on the matter, he basically helps indie game developers.
What a bullshit title. Sometimes they create titles for like pay raises and shit, you know, or they'll create a title at a job if someone's like trying to get a raise, you know, or shit like that. Director of Strategy.
Just negotiate contract.
What does that mean?
Again, no direct game development work here. Also, fun fact, the very first game Off-Brand Games was co-publishing was Rivals of Ether 2. A game by the developer's own words was built this time around as a more live service game. Really makes you think why you might not want Stop Killing Games to succeed. Also, don't throw any hate at Rivals of Ether 2. They actually do have an end-of-life plan to keep the game playable and alive for the community after it ends. The same goes for the rest of the off-brand published games. Don't throw them any hate. Okay, we're going to take just one more detour before we get to the Pirate Software Company. Let's check out Jason's GitHub and see if there's any code for us to review there. For those of you that don't know what GitHub is, it's basically the site where developers store their code bases and development teams can work together on a code base. In Jason's case, his code bases would be tied to his games. Okay, so here's Jason's GitHub account, and he has 0 public projects on his account and 0 activity for the year of 2025. Okay,
my shit's private too. I don't see the point in having like public code bases. I don't know if this point is moot or not. Like, I don't know if there's a moot point. You know, is that like a normal thing for devs to do? Is like just have all their code out on GitHub? to like to be shown. I don't know. I've never done it.
Public repos doesn't
I've shared, like, I got people on projects that I've worked with, you know what I mean? But
exactly prove anything, and you don't need to have public repos. But most active developers
Oh, you
do
just
have
said it.
some
Yeah, you just
accounts
said it.
and zero activity for the year of 2025. Okay, the no public repos doesn't exactly prove anything, and you don't need to have public repos, but most active developers do have something at least. Also, let me point out, GitHub does have an option of having private repos, which are code bases not viewable by users not part of the team. But GitHub also has the option to show activity on private repos on your profile without leaking any private repo data. Again, this doesn't prove anything, but it's incredibly odd to see a self-proclaimed developer and hacker have zero public code on his GitHub and zero activity on his account. Let's try 2024. And
I gotta make my shit viewable so people don't rape me.
there's nothing.
Jesus.
Okay, 2023. Oh, I see some activity, and it's bug reports. He has made 4 bug reports and some feature requests, 0 coding to review for 2023. Okay, let's try 2022. All right, I see 2 green dots. And again, it's 2 bug reports, no code to check over. All right, 2021, I'm feeling lucky, and there's nothing. Okay, 2020, he's applying to be a part of the live coders list. All right, last year to check, 2019.
What's mine look like? Show me your code on ShitHub right now. Can you, like, is there a way for me to like see that shit? If I log out, can I see? Let's see. Oh, fuck. I don't even remember my name. Yeah, let's see. My repository is empty. Oh, no. Can you see insights? No. I'm not a developer. How do I see this? No. I know I started making private GitHub things because of S and N. I don't know what that is. No. Guys, I'm not a developer. I just want to see all the greens. I want to see if, like, what my shit looks like. Maybe I can, like... Oh, no. Alright, whatever.
And his only activity.
Oh, Slop NewsNetwork? Okay. It's on the main page. Check contribution. Oh, yeah, I don't contribute to anything. Yeah, it says I have nothing. Oh, I spelled it wrong, that's why. Retard. You can't even spell, boy. 1 repository. Well, that's not true. You even post stuff on there? Yeah. Well, not like nothing public. I don't post anything public. I got a few repositories on here for different games. Let me see. Let me sign in real quick. Yeah. Like, I have a bunch of different repositories. Can you, like, see? I just want to see, like, the green dots, like all the green dots. Is that a thing? Give me access so I can eat all your code. I can update the Patreon. I have to update the Patreon anyways to put my code on there. But I put my code up on Patreon so people can rip it and make fun of me or use what they want. I don't know if you'd want to use it, but it's there to make fun of if you want to. a home page. I just want to see like all the shit that I've done, and like that green area. Your projects, your GIS, your organization. Untitled project. I don't even know what this is. That might be I don't know. Yeah, I got 9 repos. Do this one. Updated 2 weeks ago. See, even this game's getting updated. Insights. Dependency graph. Enable dependency graph. Yeah, I don't know. No clue. Commits. Upgrade to GitHub Pro to make repository public to enable this feature. Okay. Under overview. It's an option to make activity public, but I don't know how. Well, fuck it.
He joined January 13, 2019. Man, that was disappointing. Over 7 years of having a GitHub account, he seems to have done 0 public coding, with a grand total of 6 bug reports. Again, this doesn't prove anything too much, but most professional developers and hackers generally have
You're literally not a dev, yeah.
something on their accounts, even if it's just super minor stuff like their settings for their favorite text editor or
I'm a duct tape engineer, alright? I'm coining the term now. I just put duct tape on shit.
application. Jason could have a separate personal account where he does all his work, but the entire thing is just incredibly strange and unusual. Just about every tech YouTuber and streamer has a GitHub account with some random projects scattered around. Anyways, finally with all those positions and GitHub stuff out of the way, let's finally get to Pirate Software, the company, and Jason's actual game development start. Let's take a look at his game dev skills, his game dev execution. With all his bragging, I'm sure this is going to be an incredible story with no issues at all. Alright, so his first game his studio published was a game called Champions of Breakfast. This was a game roughly built in 8 months in the Game Maker engine. This was the first game that Jason claimed had the unpiratable DRM, where basically the game's Steam achievements acted as a save file. I'll touch on all these points again in just a bit, keep them in mind, while I move to his next and only other game, Heartbound. So Heartbound is the big game Pirate Software is known for, and it has a crazy development history. So
didn't Champions of Breakfast get cracked in like a month? Or less?
according to the wiki, Heartbound's first build was October 7th, 2015. Again, this game was also made in Game Maker. It's a 2D game that's mostly story-driven with extreme similarities to Undertale, and is supposed to have 5 acts or chapters in total. A Kickstarter for the game was launched on February 24th, 2017, roughly a year and a half after work originally started on it. The original goal was to have the game finished and released by December 2017, but shortly after the launch, it was claimed the game was to be fully complete and released in early to mid-2018. A few months later, the goal was once again changed, and now is targeting early access on Steam in December 2018. The game did land on Steam in December of 2018. In early access, this release contained a chapter 1 that was complete, with a basically near fully done chapter 2. Gee, I hope this doesn't become a trend with delays, failed promises, and shifts in goals. Surely Jason will complete this game in a few more years, right? At the very start of January 2019, they released a patch where in the patch notes it said Animus, the name of chapter 3, was being developed. And this is where everything started truly going to hell. Patch notes came in a few more years, right? At the very start of January 2019, they released
2019. Animus has been in... What? Animus still isn't done, right? That's just the 3rd chapter. You know what? I'm calling bullshit. He's like, all I have to do is the writing for Animus. But you know what? Has he built all the levels and shit already? Has he done all the level design for it? Or just the dialogue? Interesting.
The patch where in the patch notes it said Animus, the name of chapter 3, was being developed.
Good night,
and
Slug.
this is where everything started truly going to hell. Now, we have a few things we should note here. This
I don't like the way I said that, but have a good night regardless.
is technically the 3rd year of development if we're going off the October 2015 first build date. If we compare this to Undertale, Undertale completed development in 2 years, 7 months, with Toby Fox doing most of the development solo, with some help from Tammy Chang on art. Also, let's just take a quick look at the How Long to Beat site and see how much content Undertale has. Okay, the main story is 7 hours. With side content, it's roughly 11 hours. A completionist run is 20.5 hours. Okay, pretty good and respectable times for an indie game built in 2 years, 7 months. Heartbound, as of 2025, is still in active development. So let's take a look at how much content time they have. Alright, the main story is 2.5 hours. With side content, it's 3 hours. And a completionist run is 3.5 hours. The Pirate Software team has been working
What website is this? I'm curious on Idle Streaming Bonanza.
on this game for 10 years, currently more than 3 times as long as the Undertale team, and the Pirate Software team has 1 additional team member. Yeah, just
2.5 hours main story, 3 hours side quests. Site name? I don't know the site name.
think about that for as long and a half. Right, the 20-hour story is quick. Toby Fox doing most of the development solo, with some help from Tammy Chang on art. Also, let's just take a quick look at the How Long to Beat site and see
How long to beat? For stroking my own ego. Let's see. I'm probably not even on here, honestly. I'm probably not even on here. Apostle 3D. Again, this only had like 200 people buy it. It's probably not even on here. Yeah, no results found. Idle Streaming Bonanza. Oh, it's called... Yeah, I'm not even on here. Okay.
how much content Undertale has. Okay, the main story is 7 hours. With side content, it's roughly 11 hours. A completionist run is 20.5 hours. Okay, pretty good and respectable times for an indie game built in 2 years, 7 months. Heartbound, as of 2025, is still in active development. So let's take a look at how much content time they have. Alright, the main story is 2.5 hours. With side content, it's 3 hours. And a completionist run is 3.5 hours. The Pirate Software team has been working on this game for 10 years.
I'm not a real dev. I don't have an active GitHub account.
Currently more than 3 times as long as the Undertale team, and the Pirate Software team has 1 additional team member. Yeah, just think about that for a moment. Anyways, let's start diving through 2019 and Chapter 3 Animus development. For most of 2019, it seems like there was steady progress on Chapter 3 with various patches over the year, so far saying additional content was added. On October 2019, Jason tweeted that roughly 86% of Chapter 3 has now been completed. Then 2 years later, Jason tweets that Chapter 3 is now 92% done.
This.
So over 2 years, he made 8% progress on 1 chapter. 20 years of game dev industry experience, people, and 7 years working at Blizzard. Okay, let's rewind and go back to 2020 and see the Twitch statistics and see what was happening. Okay, the start of 2020 up till March seems like a normal stream schedule. Seems like he caught a cold on March 10th.
GitHub is a repository where you can post your code up to. It's used for what is it? Like keeping your code safe. Let's say like something happens to my computer at home and it like totally bricks, right? Well, I have a backup of my code on GitHub, so if I get a new computer, I can just download that backup. I could also, if I have team members, right? My team members can grab that game, create a branch off of it, and make their changes, program it, and then they can send it to me as like a pull request. I can look at their code and be like, okay, that's cool, and then I upload it or I merge it onto the main branch. Yeah.
Then after 9 days, he goes to urgent care and is diagnosed with pneumonia and gets a COVID test. Then we move to March 21st and COVID test results come back and it's negative. No COVID, just pneumonia. Wait, never mind. March 24th, Jason goes back to urgent care. Pneumonia was incorrectly diagnosed and he actually has severe bronchitis. Alright, March 30th, he's still sick, but once again confirms negative for COVID. This is really important. Alright, a few days later, April 10th, and his cold status is defeated and we're good to go. I know I'm being semi-joking in this section, but I generally don't wish Jason any health issues. Alright, so then we move on to April 11th, 2020, and work on Heartbound has restarted. Work is continuing over the next few days. According to tweets, most of April was good, so was most of May 2020. We're still working on Heartbound at this point. Again, nearly all of the May prog is on Heartbound. Then we skip all the way over to July 2020, and work on Heartbound is still progressing. Seemed like there's some trouble during September, October, and November, with December being fine, and so is January of 2021 being fine. Then we hit February 2021, and then he tweets out he has had COVID for 9 months since the start of February of 2020. Wait, what? Jason was only...
Don't get your hopes up. According to interviews, Act 3 is in development since over 1.5 years, and the game is supposed to have 5 acts. Also, sorry, Pirate Software. I love the game, but I'm fed up with being played. Heyas. During most of 2020, I had to stop development due to contracting COVID-19 in February. It took me roughly 9 months to recover, and I have a permanent lung damage and an inhaler for the rest of my life. Bullshit.
In March, according to his own tweets at that time period. And there's work from February.
Yeah, the emote. Bro, I gotta get some emotes for the channel. I think that's gotta be one. The powdered wigs. Yeah, we need some emotes for chat. It's crazy how anyone can get all stats on everything. All the stats on everything. Yeah, I mean, just doing research, like, especially if you put your life out on there, you know, I'm sure there's some crazy shit of me doing dumbass stuff on the internet, too, that'll come up one day. Me saying something probably out of context or in context, you know, I say some dumbass shit sometimes, so, it is what it is. Guy was too busy streaming. I don't think he was streaming at this, like, he was streaming, but he wasn't, like, streaming like he is, you know, like he was, you know what I mean? Not anymore. I mean, he's still pulling in, what, 4,000 or 5,000 people watching, so...
Rate from earlier, and just proved he worked during April, May, June, July, and August at the very least, judging by his Twitch stats and his Steam announcements and patches for the game. It seems the only major slowdown of streams and work was 3 months of September, October, and November. Where he lost 9 months of time and had to stop development based on his tweets, I have no idea. I mean, it's not like he's going to change his story after this, right? Oh wait, there's this old tweet from November 2020 where Jason says he was recovering for nearly 8 months and couldn't daily stream or work. Let's look at the Twitch stats graph again, and his tweets. He couldn't work during this period, but everything he posts during this time says he was working on Heartbound, and his Twitch stats confirm it. So does Steam. I mean, Jason wouldn't lie and change his story and opinions randomly, right?
No,
especially not his loyal viewers and Heartbound fans. Let's skim the graphs and see what else we can see. Okay, 2021 minus the months of March, April, May, and June. His streaming is extremely good and consistent, with tons of stream days going past 10 hours and some days hitting 16 hours. 2020, about the same for March, April, May, and June, and September, with the rest of the months being slightly less consistent, but still more consistent than not. Then we get to 2023, and this is incredibly consistent with the stream averages being 6 to 8 hours per day. Let's start diving back into Jason's tweets. So on June 2023, he catches COVID again. Okay, that seems to match up with his Twitch stats graph. Here there's a clear week gone. Let's see what Jason says in July.
That was a hell of a thing. That's the second time I've gotten COVID. The first time took 9 months to recover. This one took probably about, I think it was in total about 20 days. So
there's no point in
She got that shot, bud. I'm joking.
Time in 2020, 2021, 2022, or 2023 where he lost 9 months consecutively or stopped development for that period of time. He also in the clip claimed he got COVID twice in total. So that doesn't explain why there's 4 sections of gaps on development, since all these gaps are months apart and he only had COVID twice. Let's skip.
Bro, fuck, dude. He straight up just went to the graphs and just pulling it all out, man. God damn. I bet this guy would know if he slept with a Bible underneath his bed or something. Or a knife under his pillow. That's crazy.
Ahead to June 2024 and see what he says about these 4 years of development.
How long have you been working in this game? Was the coding a solo job? Yeah. Nobody else has touched the code base for Heartbound ever.
You're also gonna watch part 2 after this? No, it's 2 a.m. here. I have work tomorrow and jiu-jitsu, so I want to get a little bit of sleep. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna watch the rest of my show that I started earlier today. I've been watching Shogun. It's pretty good. I like it, but I'm gonna finish that and go to bed.
Except for me, it's just me. I've been working on it for about 7 years, but I lost 2.5 years to COVID.
Okay, I hope at this point you realize his excuses for not working on Heartbound and his tweets are filled with complete BS. Once again, he stopped development in 2020, 3 months between September to October, where he had his first COVID period of inactivity. His second COVID was in June 2023. No matter how you try to arrange this and make sense of it, the numbers don't work out. Especially since we can see his 2023, he basically had a perfect stream schedule. And if we look at 2021 and 2022, there were only 2 gaps where he seems to be affected and they're months apart. Jason basically just decided to quit working on his game sometime during 2020 and has been making random excuses since then on why he hasn't made progress. Chapter 3 Animus, the reason we've been going through this chart started all the way back in January of 2019. If we look at the latest patch in 2025, work on Chapter 3 Animus is still going somehow. We have gone through 6 years of development so far, and Jason hasn't been able to complete 14% of Chapter 3. Seriously, what the hell? Remember, Undertale took 2 years, 7 months to finish the full entire game with 3 times as much content as what Heartbound is currently delivering in 2025, with 10 years of development time under its belt. To put this into even more perspective, let's look at Yandere Dev, a developer notorious for having no clue what he's doing programming-wise, and spends the...
We know Yandere Dev. Again, I have a video coming out for Yandere Dev. I'm just trying to find time for it. I got a few different videos that I want to explore. Doing like a review and refund of Yandere Sim. I've been playing it off and on. I need to like sit down and actually like try to get through it, dude. But I'm gonna play like I have some screenshots and some thoughts about Yandere Sim that I gotta convey correctly, and then I have one talking about Steam Early Access, more of a video essay style opposed to reacting. But I'm hoping it turns out all right. Again, it's just I don't want to keep covering the Pirate Software shit. You know, everyone else is doing it. Not that that's bad, but like, you know, I'm not gonna pick apart Coding Jesus. I'm not a big fan of Coding Jesus. I'm gonna say it. I'm not a big fan of Coding Jesus. Yeah, props to him. Props to him. I'm not saying he's a bad person or anything. Like, I don't know anything about it. I just it didn't interest me. It didn't interest me. But you know, I don't know, guys.
Majority of his day responding to emails and maybe spending a few minutes each day working on his game. He makes more progress and more consistently than Jason does.
Yeah.
Seriously.
All right, I think that's it. I preferred Sim 1980s mode because he actually finished it. True. I haven't played the 1980s mode yet. Maybe I do. What is the difference between the two? Isn't like the first like just regular mode? You're only trying to kill the first girl, right? Or is there other people? Is there other love interest? Is there other love interest besides just the first girl? I forgot her name. Is there supposed to be? Like, what is... There's 10 for 1980s mode, or just for the first... for, like, the normal shit? So this guy bought the game for his daughter when she was 11 because she liked Undertale. She thought it sucked. Asked if she wanted the new chapters when they come out. She didn't seem interested, though. Yeah. Good thing, though. 8 years later, she's a college graduate, and there's still not new chapters. Yeah. There's 10 for both. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. But, hey, look. We'll be live again tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. You know? Do appreciate it. Again, live tomorrow, same time, same place. No, you're leaving me. I got to, man. I'm tired, and I wanna chill on the couch for a little bit, contemplate, and get anxiety about being out of breath tomorrow at jiu-jitsu. But you guys have a good one. Thank you, and take care. Here's the outro. Enjoy the outro. I worked hard on it. Me and my wife. Boom.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.